Well, congratulations on the victory. Your reaction to the result and the performance?
Great result. I'm really pleased, and it's nice to leave here for once with a win. We've had a few disappointments here recently, so I'm really pleased to leave with a win.
Probably the two major talking points: first, the goal, Pierce Sweeney and Troy Brown were instrumental in the build-up to the goal, but Pierce Sweeney had to be there to put it in.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually ironic that we should have. It was a very open game, as you always get here. It's such a big, expansive pitch and such a wonderful surface that, I mean, we felt very comfortable with our passing play, and we seemed to get through them, you know, at will almost in the first half, through their midfield. But we didn't quite somehow manage to create too many clear-cut chances. Although we think we should have at least turned one into a goal. But with all that open play and end-to-end stuff in that final half an hour, it's ironic that the only goal comes from a set piece, which is often the way. So delighted for that. We kept it alive. We put it into a dangerous area, so that's good. That's basics, and you know, it's a 1-0 win. There's something about that any player likes. The fact that you get a goal and you hang on and you defend your box, and the goalkeeper works hard, and we had to work pretty hard for that clean sheet.
Yeah, the save from Christy Pym as well was a terrific save, wasn't it?
Yeah, the whole thing's a bit of a blur, really. They put so many ball in the box, which is that any surprise here? You know, I mean, they've done it to us so many times when we've gone in front and they've just gone for us, and you sort of know where the ball's going. You can't always stop it. You can't cover every area of the pitch, but ultimately you've got to make sure that you stop it in front of the goal, and today we did it. We haven't done it in the past. Today we did it. Christie played his part, but there were players getting heads on the ball there. Dean Moxey and Jordan Tilson and Craig Woodman, and they all did their bit in there. So and I was hoping the whole time we'd break away and get a second, which you just felt we could. But 1-0, there we are. We'll take it.
Chances as well in the first half. Harim putting one over the bar and Jaden hitting the post. It was, like you say, the football at times you pass it around and created some good chances.
Yeah, I mean, if I was being ultra critical, I'd like us to have turned those bits of play into clear-cut opportunities and you know, work the ball into the net a bit better. But we didn't, and yeah, we played generally pretty well today, and yeah, we did come close a number of times. Ruben had a good chance in the second half with his head as well, which went very close. Well, it looked like he did from here. But all in all, it was a game where probably you'd expected more than one goal, and we didn't get the 5 goals that we've been used to seeing in these fixtures. But it could easily be more than the one.
You've had some good results already so far this season. Where does this rank in terms of them with the performance and the chances and the goal?
Well, they're all different, and every performance is different, needs something different within the team. Today needed a really tough last half an hour. It seemed the game seemed to ramp up. It just kept picking up in tempo and intensity as the game went on. So it was a very different game today than we've had before. Every game's different, but you know, purely in terms of keeping the ball out the back of the net for that final 25 minutes, we did, you know, particularly well.
Back to the top of the table tonight. Do you pay much attention to the league table at this stage of the season?
Well, I hadn't seen that. I hadn't even asked about that, so that probably tells you your answer to that question. But it's better to be there than the other end. A long way to go, one game at a time. It's the old cliche, but there we are. It's true.
And finally, from me, you lost Luke Kroll in the first half. Do you know the extent of the injury?
No, I don't think it's. I think it's a serious injury. He was a little bit sore going into the game, and win some, we lose some. We hoped that it was just soreness and he would get through it, but it suddenly became a bit worse. So that's disappointing. But shame for him, really, a real shame for him. He looks in good form. So I don't think it's serious, but enough for him to come off. And Dean Moxey went on to centre back, so he's already played 3 positions for us already this season. So I'm sure he'll do more.